Okay, so what if I told you there was like a secret cheat code for your finances? A way to get the big stuff you really want, like that new gaming system or maybe your first car, without getting totally wrecked by crazy fees. Well, today, we're going to unlock the secrets of installment loans.
Look, we have all been there. You're scrolling online, you see the perfect thing, that new phone, that laptop you need for school, and then you check your bank account. And yeah, it basically just laughs in your face. It's the worst feeling, right?
But that phone doesn't have to be just some dream. There's a really smart, organized way to get these things now and pay for them over time. And we're about to break down exactly how you can do it.
It all starts with that classic problem. You really want something awesome, but your wallet is just giving you a hard no. It's the ultimate I need it now problem.
So what's the power-up for this whole financial quest? Let me introduce you to the installment loan. Now, I know, it sounds super official, maybe a little boring, but trust me, it can be your absolute best friend when you're making a big purchase.
Let's just break this down into simple terms. An installment loan just means you borrow a specific chunk of money for a specific thing, and you agree to pay it back in these fixed, predictable payments over a set amount of time. No surprises, no changing numbers. It really is that straightforward.
And the whole process is super simple. 1, you apply for the loan. A lot of times you can do it right at the store. 2, you get approved and walk out with your new gear. And 3, you just make that same payment every month until it's all paid off. Done. So why are these so useful? Well, first off, they are perfect for those bigger purchases you just can't cover with the cash you have on hand. Second, the interest, that's the fee for borrowing the money, is almost always lower than what you'd end up paying on a credit card. And maybe best of all, making your payments on time helps you build a good credit score, which is kind of like a financial superpower.
Okay, deep breath. I see the word math, and I know some of you want to just click away right now. Don't. I promise you, this is not scary. Think of it less like a math test and more like a simple tool to figure out the true price of something.
This little guy right here is the only formula we need. I equals PRT. It stands for interest equals principal times rate times time. So I is the interest, that's the extra fee you pay. P is the principal, the original amount of money you borrowed. R is the interest rate, and T is for time, which we always measure in years. Let's see how this actually works.
To see this thing in action, let's meet Carlos. Carlos wanted this cool new chair, and he also wanted to start building some credit, so he decided to finance it. He borrowed $500. Okay, so this $500, that's our principal. That's the P in our formula. It's just the starting amount of the loan before any of those fees get added on. Carlos is going to pay it back over 6 months. Now here's the only tiny trick, and I promised, it's not even that tricky. For the formula to work, we need the time, T, to be in years. So 6 months is just half a year, or 0.5. See? Easy peasy. So when you plug all those numbers into our super simple formula, you find out the total fee, the interest, or I, was just $35.56. That's the price he paid for the convenience of getting his awesome chair right away. Honestly, not bad at all.
All right, now it's time for the main event. In this corner, we've got the steady, the predictable installment loan. And in the other corner, the flexible, but sometimes sneaky, credit card. Let's see who comes out on top. Our hero for this financial battle is Sheila. She needs an $800 computer for her classes, but she doesn't have all that cash up front. She's done her homework and has 2 different options on the table.
Let's check out her choices. Option A is the installment loan. It has a lower interest rate, but it does require a $200 down payment. Then there's option B, a credit card. No down payment, which sounds pretty tempting, but you got to notice that the interest rate is almost double the loans.
Okay, let's run the numbers. With the installment loan, when all is said and done, Sheila pays an extra $38 in interest. It's a fixed, predictable cost. She knows exactly what she's getting into from day one. Now for the credit card, even though she plans to pay it off in the same amount of time, that much higher interest rate really starts to add up. The total extra cost here? $50.36. Ouch.
And this chart just makes it so obvious. You do not need to be a math genius to see which one of these bars is smaller. The installment loan is the clear winner here if you want to save money. So, what's the bottom line here? By choosing the installment loan, Sheila saved herself $12.36. And yeah, it might not sound like a life-changing amount of money, but hey, that's a pizza. Sheila literally bought herself a pizza just by doing 5 minutes of simple math. I'd call that a win. And just by understanding this one simple concept, you are already on your way to making way smarter money moves and totally leveling up your financial game. So this table really breaks it all down. Installment loans, they offer simple, fixed interest and those predictable payments. You know exactly what you owe and exactly when you'll be done paying. Credit cards give you flexibility, yeah, and no down payment, but their interest rates can be all over the place and are usually higher. And that minimum payment, it is designed to keep you paying for a long, long time. So while they both have their uses, for a big, planned purchase, an installment loan usually just makes more sense for your wallet.
And here is the final pro tip to take with you. No matter what you choose, the secret to winning the money game is really simple. Make your payments on time and do not borrow more than you can actually handle. That's it. That is how you build an amazing credit score.
So there you have it. You now have the financial cheat code. You know how to look at your options and see the true cost of a purchase. The next time you're thinking about a big buy, you have the knowledge to make the smart choice. So the only real question left is, what are you going to do with it?